Hello everybody, welcome to Weekly Tech, and today in this lecture we are going to discuss about array destructuring. What is array destructuring in JavaScript? It's a simplified way of retrieving or getting properties of an array or an object. For an example, I have this my restaurant object which has three properties: name, dishes and category. Dishes and category both are an array which are having pizza, pasta and garlic bread and these values. So what if I want to retrieve the first element of the dishes property? So the most obvious way of doing it is to like the first element, I'll say, and I'll target this my restaurant and my restaurant dot dishes, and I'll extract the first index. I'll do a console.log of the first one. Node index.js. I'll get pizza in the output. But what if you want to retrieve the second and the third one also? So will you do it like this? So many variables, so many times. So JavaScript provide you a function of destructuring it. How you can do it is, first you need to put a bracket here and at the end here, and JavaScript will automatically know that if a bracket is on the left hand side of the equal to operator or is equal to, then it need to destruct the element or the object which is on the right hand side. So if I want to retrieve, let's say, the first and the second element of this array, I will simply do it like this, and I'll console.log it for you. Pizza and pasta. So what if you are not interested in the second element or the first index, this pasta? You want the first one and the third one. So what you can do is you can simply skip it by using a comma. So what you are doing is you are simply skipping the second element and you want the third element to be inside this second variable. If you do it like this, then you have pizza and garlic bread. Isn't it a cool function? And let me show you one more use case and one more feature. Let's say you have of destructuring it. Can you destructure variables also? And where can you use it? For an example, let's say now I have two variables, first and second. Okay, now I want to interchange the value. So the first will have the garlic bread and the second will have pizza. So to do it, the one approach can be, I'll define a temporary variable and I'll store the first value here, and I'll override the first with the second value, and then first will have the second value and the second will have the temporary value. The temporary value is the first value. I'll console.log it again, and now you got interchange. Pizza, before the you want to shift it, the before shifting or exchanging, it was pizza and garlic bread. Now it's garlic bread and pizza. Now why I need to declare a temporary variable? Destructuring can help in it this way. How? What we can do, we can simply do it like this: second comma first and first comma second. If I print it, it will give me the exact same thing, but it will save you a memory for a variable, plus it will look clean and it's look beautiful and it's doing the same thing. Now the second question that arises in your mind should be where to exactly use it. So let me create a function order. Okay, this function order will receive two index. One will be the dish index. Just consider it as an API which is returning something, so one array, and you want to get the variables of those array. Okay, so and the category index, and it will simply return an array of this dot dishes, and dishes with the dish index, and another will be category with the category index. And if I want to call this function, so now we can use the array destructuring part. How? We'll define a variable. Let the first variable will be, let's say, the dish, and the category. Now the customer category. Okay, now the customer will make an order by calling this function myrestaurant.order, and I'll call, I want pizza, which should be in the a non-veg pizza I want. So sorry, the pizza is on the 0th index, and the first index will be the non-veg category, and it will return an array, and I will handle it in the dish and in the category variables. So now I have two variables, and I can log it for you. Let me just show it to you. We received correct one, dish comma cat. Let me comment this out to make it more clean on the console. Let me clear it here. Index.js category. Okay, I'm sorry, I missed this keyword. This is necessary, and please check my other videos where I have demonstrated what is this variable holds. All about this, the video name is. So let me try to run it again, and now you'll get pizza, that is the first index, and the category, that's the second index, the second element, non-veg. Now comes the second use case. It's like you are not sure whether you will receive the third one or not. Let's say in this, let's go with this example. Now you want like something extra, and you are not sure whether this function will return something extra or not. So let's say you are providing a default value. This is a default value, and this you can provide to everything, like dish also you can provide. Dish you can say, let's say, burger. In category, let's say keto. And if this function, if this function won't return anything, it will take the default value. So let's say you haven't defined category. Okay, this category. So what you will get in the extra variable. I'll run it, and we get undefined. Why? Because this function is not returning, the order function is not returning the third element. So instead you can use the default functionality, and let's say chilies. It's very hard to get all these names. Now pizza, non-veg, and chilies. The default is burger, but this function is returning something. That's why the default is not working here. But for extra, it is working. Now comes the third and the last part. Let me just clear everything. And can we destructure array inside an array? Yes, we can. For example, let's say we have I'll use simple ing here. I comma j equal to 2 comma 4. So ing variable will have 2 comma 4. But what if I have this array inside array? It's totally applicable and possible in JavaScript. You need not to worry. The simple destructure wave and the destructuring technique will work in this nested array also. So you need to nest your variables like j, k, l. Okay. So now when you log it, let's say I, j, k, l. When you log it, you will have 2, 4, 5, 6. So yes, the question was, can you destructure nested arrays? Yes, you can destructure it in this way. That's all with the array destructuring part, folks. Hope you like the video. Please do like, share and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section about your thoughts and the suggestions. Thanks a lot.